Hello, it's March. Hi everyone. I am live on my Sleepy Owl business page. Let me just confirm I'm in the right spot. Yes, it looks like I am. So it's March. It's March 3rd to be exact. And why that is important, or why I'm here live today, is because we have an amazing, a stunning actually, new collection of products that is available, well, it was available as of yesterday, and it is going to run until May 3rd, and it is called the Butterfly Bouquet collection. And so here I'm going to start off by showing you some of the amazing products, and hopefully somebody can join me live so I know I'm in the right spot, but it looks like I am. I want to start off by showing you, well, first of all, I should start off with my name. Sleepy Owl Co. is not my name. Selina Merali, that is my name, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I am here based out of Stouffville now, not Markham anymore, Stouffville, Ontario, Canada. And I want to show you a couple of projects or cards featuring this Butterfly Bouquet collection. So let me start off by showing you what's included in the whole collection. So starting off with this stamp set, it's called Butterfly Brilliance. And here you can see the stamp. It is all these butterflies are connected. They're one stamp all together, which is kind of cool. Also very heavy, so you need one of these larger blocks for it. And then there are some coordinating dies. I'll show you them. Here they are. Check it out. There's a lot. And the reason that this stamp set is so cool is that there is a die that matches or coordinates with the stamp set and cuts out 6 of these butterflies at one time. So that is really handy, especially if you want a bunch of butterflies and you can use some now, save some for another time, and I'll use them today. And you can see all these different framelets, thinlets, whatever you want to call them, with the different size butterflies, and also these really cute little background pieces. So this is, looks like some brick, and then I don't know what we call this pattern, but it's pretty neat, and I'll use that today as well. And then these tiny little butterflies too. So those are the dies. And then we have this paper. So this paper looks like wood, and it's a little bit glossy, and I don't remember what it's called. Hi, Lena. Okay, good, I'm live in the right spot. Awesome. You love this sweet? Yeah, me too. I saw your post today. It's funny. One of your cards in your classes. I'm doing a similar card, but anyways, like mine's, I guess. So this paper is included. This, I think you get 2 sheets in a pack. And then check out the amazing designer series paper. So I'll show you quickly. We have these amazing colors. We have, you know, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, Mint Macaron, they all work. And these beautiful prints, mainly of butterflies, but here's the thing, guys, if you don't like butterflies, you can just flip it. And there's these awesome prints on the back. Really nice patterns. What else is there? This one, it has some saffron in it. And then this one is neat because it also coordinates with our dies. And you can cut these butterflies right out of the DSP. So that is super cool. Let me get started. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna start with a slimline card. I do like slimline cards, and I need some background paper for this so I don't get ink on my desk here. And I'm going to use Bumblebee. Hi, Zara. I'm going to use Bumblebee. not so saffron. I just want something that's a little bit darker. And this is a 8.5. No, actually it's not. It's, I don't remember right now. 8.5 by 7.5 scored at 8.5 by 7 scored at 3.5. I'll put that in the description later. So here's my card base, and then I want to have a layer that's going to fit right on top of it, like so. But I'm going to stamp our beautiful butterflies, and I hope I'm in the screen here. And this is, like I said, it's really heavy. This one stamp that stamps out 6 different butterflies. And so I'm gonna ink it up like so, reverse, since it is larger than the ink pad. And I'm going to stamp one like this. And then I'm gonna ink it up again, because I want to make sure I get the whole layer with some beautiful butterflies. Close that up. And this time I'm going to go a little bit higher so I have different butterflies. Slimline cards are all the rage. Everybody loves them. They're a great shape, and it's just hard to come up with a lot to write inside of them. Look at this is the inside layer. Let me just stick that in right now. Of course, snails. Oh, my seal is not working properly. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the inside. And you know, I could stamp some butterflies in here to take up space, because I really don't have that much to write normally to people. I'm not really a person of many words, as you can tell right now. Okay, so we have this layer. I'm going to stick it on. Come on, seal. Oh, I ripped it. It's all good. And already you can see it's starting to look pretty, but we're going to add to it, of course. So there is our layer here. And now, like I said, this handy dandy little framelit, too much room to write. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to cut these guys out because I want to use some of these butterflies. So I have already pre-cut them out. Here, I'm going to show you which ones I'm using. This and this. Actually, I can probably remove my grid paper now. I don't need that anymore. And I've taken the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set, and the sentiment that I'm going to use is the happy birthday, and I've heat embossed this on a stitched rectangle here in basic black. I do need some twine, and what I'm going to do is just wrap this twine around my fingers a couple times, because I just want kind of a circle like so. And I want to, can you guys even see that? Here, let me move. So yep, that looks good. I think I'm going to stick it down. Scotch tape is handy to stick twine down. It would be handy if I had some here in the room with me, but I don't. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of snail, and that's okay if it's not gonna work right now, because I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back like this. It's funny, we make so many cards, and yet I feel like I don't write in so many of them. So this looks good right about here. And then I'm going to take my butterflies, and I might just, you know, bend them up a bit so they look like they're fluttering. The wings are fluttering, and I'm going to take some glue dots. And I'll start, let's see, let's just arrange them in a way that I like. That looks good to me. Get some glue dots and stick one here. Make sure that the wings are not passing the edge of the card because then it won't fit in an envelope. Here we go. And we'll do this one like that. And then finally, this one could be going this way, like that. And then of course we finish off with a little bit of bling, and I have these gold gems and I'm gonna go to town with them. Oh, there's some fuzz here, so I might put one there, one there, maybe one there. 3's enough. I might do 5 later. But 3's enough. So here, look how quick that was. Well, it was quick because I pre-cut these out and I pre-heat embossed, but a really simple card, letting the butterfly collection really shine because we have the cutouts and then we have some stamping. Perfect. Now, what to write in here? A different story. We'll deal with that later. If you want this card, let me know, comment below. I might mail it to you, but don't expect a lot of words on the inside, okay? So card 1 is done. Let us move on. So this next one, I'm gonna take just our basic white, our thick basic white cardstock, and then I've cut some of that, what is that paper called? I don't know, do you guys know? I forget. The natural, anyways, this woodish type paper. You want it with lots of writing inside? Okay, I may find a really nice inspirational quote and copy it from the internet, okay? But I don't know if you could see, I've taken this die here, this, whatever these are. Does anyone know what this is? Natural Touch, thank you. And I've ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, one this way, one horizontal, one vertical. And I'm gonna stick this on. This is gonna be a really quick live. I've pre-cut most of it, but I just wanted you guys to see all the products in its glory here. And I'm gonna stick that on. Looks good, right about there. A crosshatch. Yes, that seems really appropriate. I don't know what a crosshatch is, but we'll go with that. Okay, so then I have taken this print. I really like this print. It's got a bunch of the butterflies in the different, like an ombre coloring. I have pre-stamped and fussy cut the Pretty Perennials Happy, and then I've heat embossed the word birthday on a piece of black. But what I want to do before I stick this down is wrap some linen thread. Linen thread is my favorite twine slash thread of life. Since I became a demonstrator, I believe this has been the one constant in my life. And I'm going to wrap it around twice and finish it off with a bow on one end. I can adjust it later. Right now I just want to make sure I get, well, that's terrible. That's not even straight. There we go. Now we're straight. Yes, sorry, you use linen thread like I do on everything. And it really works with the, you know, nature inspired suite here. So I'm probably going to use it again on another card. Oh, I did already on the slimline. Okay, so just neatly do a little bow. Then I have a stitch circle. So I think I'm going to put it right about here. I'm going to slide this down a bit. And then I've taken one of the thinlits, this one, and I've cut out a butterfly in Misty Moonlight, just to coordinate with the color in the cardstock. And I just want to see how this is going to line up. I want to make sure it's all going to stay on my card. That's basically what it's going to look like. Something like that. So let's start by sticking this down. And I'm going to stick this flat and only put seal on half because half of it is sticking out of the card, off the edge there. And I'm going to stick my butterfly next. I'm going to use a glue dot in the body. You know, if Kiana was here, she'd tell me what this part of this butterfly is called. I'm gonna go like that. Oh, of course the glue dot didn't actually stick. Rewind. Is linen thread on back order? Are you serious? No, or are you talking about something else? I don't know. I'm so behind on checking. Okay, so let's put it there. Then our happy could work right here. No, I don't like it there. Look, I'm gonna just quickly remove it. I'm gonna stick my happy first. Again, using glue dots. And my glue dots are not cooperating at the moment. They've decided not to be sticky. This is an old pack I had out. Okay, let's try this. And this looks good right about there. Now I can stick my butterfly. That makes more sense. Now I know where I have room for it. Butterfly down. Oh, come on, linen thread is on back order. That's just mean. Okay, there. And then I'm gonna stick birthday. Right about there. And then I'm gonna stick the whole, actually I can stick the whole thing on dimensionals right now because it's moving around and it's driving me nuts. See the pretty pattern on the other side? It's so nice. I'm gonna use that on a different card. And one in the middle. And right about there works for me. And then finally, I'm going to stick my birthday. Let me see what I want to use. I want to stick it over top the linen thread, but I don't want to use dimensionals necessarily. Let's see if these glue dots work. Clearly, I have not thought this through fully. Okay, card 2. I could embellish with some rhinestones or some other type of embellishment, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I just love the natural look of this paper, which you guys told me the name of and I already forgot. Natural touch. Makes sense. Natural is in the name. Okay, so there's card 2. If you want this card in the mail, let me know. I don't have to write that much in that one. Cute. Okay. The next one, so the next one is a fun fold card, and I've taken a 4 1/4 by 11 of our thick basic white, and I've scored it at 5 1/2, just like a normal card would be. And the next layer, let me grab my trimmer. The next layer is going to be a bit shorter. So it's going to be 4 by 10 1/4. So you can see it is shorter. And what we want to do here is score it at 2 1/2. And then again at 5. Perfect. move my trimmer, get it out of the way. I am going to take my bone folder and fold it up and then fold it down. So you see it's going to fit perfectly on the card base like that. So now we need our designer series paper, and our first piece measures, and I've chosen this print, I really like it. It has this magenta madness and mint macaron vibe to it. It's 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to stick that on this part. Like so. And then the other piece of paper, which measures 3 3/4 by 2 1/4, and I'll post these measurements. And I've already pre-wrapped some twine around it to save some time and some embarrassment. And for that, I'll just use my seal. And we will stick that right, we want to line it up. There we go. Okay, now we can stick this to our card base. And I'm going to be pretty generous with my seal here, just because it's a bit of a heavier piece with the fold, the fun fold on it. And that's going to go like a normal layer would. And so I don't know if you can see, because I have the camera a certain way, but when I post a picture of it, you'll see. But it stands kind of like an accordion, sort of. Do we call it an accordion card? I don't know. This is like the first fun fold I've done live. So there you go. Next, I again used that happy birthday from the Sweet Ice Cream and heat embossed it on another rectangle. And I think that I'm going to stick it right here with some dimensionals. I don't normally use that much seal, Shelly, but for this card I am, just because that layer was heavy. Peel off these little buggers and fit that in here like so. And again, I'm going to take some of those butterflies that I cut out of the DSP. Here it is again. I think you get 6 of each of these sheets or each of these prints. So that's a lot of butterfly cutting out you can do. And I'm going to see how I want to play with these. Maybe one like that, maybe one going like that. Yeah, that works for me. Take my glue dots, my non-sticky glue dots. Next time I'll grab a fresh pack. And put one there. And then this one I'm going to put on a dimensional. And we don't want to hide the happy birthday. So kind of like that. And I wanted to add a little bit more texture, so I took a piece of our white baker's twine, and did you know that these come apart? Well, I know those of you watching know that because you're experts. So you can pull these apart and have various strands, and if you do that and then tie a bow with it, what happens is you get a really pretty softer bow. And I might even just layer it right on top of that one. Just, you can see it has a little bit of a different effect, and it's prettier and softer. And we can just do it right on top. No one will know. And I could probably trim the edges off later, but I don't want them perfectly straight. Okay, sliding around. So for this one, I might want to put some rhinestones. You didn't know that about our twine, Aviva? Oh good, I taught you something new. That's amazing. Yeah, you can do that with the linen thread as well. And in fact, I'm doing it on the last card. So let's put some rhinestones. We need a little bit of bling on this card, I think. Or lots, however many you want. I may go with 5 this time. There you go. So this is kind of neat. It stands up. It's a pretty little thing to keep on your desk. And the great thing is you can still write in it, which for me is problematic, but still, it's nice. There you go. Card number 3. Okay, one more card to show you in my speedy little butterfly bouquet demonstration here. And then I'll show you all of them again, and I want you guys to tell me what your favorite is, okay? So for this one, do you see these 2 dies here? I went and I cut a bunch of them out in petal pink, like so. Then I have a whisper white, basic white card base, but I don't want to stick this on yet, and I'll explain why. I want to first arrange my butterflies and stick them down. For this, I'm going to use Tombow because I don't want any part of it sticking up, really. But first I'm going to just lay them out so I know where I'm sticking them. Kind of like this. One like that. Hang in there, people. It'll be worth it in the end. It's just a pretty card. And then maybe one like so. Yeah, that works for me. And you can see they're kind of hanging off the end. And that's okay. I'm going to trim them after. But, oh, my Tombow is dry. Ah, here it comes. Okay. That is a lot of Tombow. Please hold while I adjust. I'm going to share Tombow. There we go. So that one is down. That one is down. This one looks good here. And I just have my blob of glue. And I'm actually just gonna rub the butterfly in my blob of glue. And this one will go like that. I know, slip of the tongue, whisper white, whisper white. Been saying it for years. It's hard to change to basic white. And we'll put him here. Almost done. That one got messy. And finally, the last butterfly. And then I'm gonna just let that dry for a bit. I've taken that stamp set again, you know, the one that stamps them all out in one piece. And I stamped it on a piece of, let's move that aside, with a basic white. Did it again. You like them hanging out the end? Yeah, but we're gonna trim those because it can't stay like that. That's just messy. So I am going to, I think I want to use this one, and I'm going to take Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, and So Saffron, my blends, and I am just going to start coloring. So I want to do, I'm going to go really fast because I've already pre-done one, but I just want to show you. You can have a lot of fun coloring these butterflies. I did. So I'm going to use my dark first. It's just the way I roll. Some people do light. Some people go back and forth several times. I'm a lazy stamper, so I may not necessarily do that several times, but I'm just giving you an idea of how I plan to color this. Maybe some dark part. I'm just following the prints on the butterfly, so anything that has and it looks pretty ugly right now, doesn't it? Don't worry, it'll get better. That was my dark. Now I'm going to take the light and just go over the dark. Starting to look a bit nicer. And I may take some of that So Saffron and just, oh, what happened to that tip? Interesting. And I'm just going to put a tiny touch of the So Saffron right in the middle. And then my Petal Pink. And I'm just going to go over it. It's okay. Go over it like this. It's not fully yellow, but still the yellow peeks through. And then go back to my light Calypso and fill in the other pieces, kind of blend it in together. So the way that this butterfly stamps, it's kind of a really soft, the lines are soft. So what you can do is you can take a fine tip pen and you can go over, if you want to highlight certain, you can make things darker. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll just show you what my finished one looks like. So here it is. So you can see the difference. I mean, this is pretty in its softness, and if I wanted to keep it like this, I might consider using watercolor paper or else my blender pens, and that'll give a bit of a softer look. But I went with my Stampin' Blends, and I used this die and I cut it out, and you can see I've lined it, and I've also used my basic black blend to go over the middle. I just wanted the butterfly to pop a bit more. So let's see if this is dry now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna trim the ends that are hanging off. Uh-oh, I think I cut the card there. That's okay, can't tell. So here we have, it's pretty nice as it is, but I'm going to add a bit of that designer series paper. So I told you, remember I used this on the other card, but that on the other side is this pretty pattern. And I've taken a strip of Calypso Coral, and I just want a little trim to peek through behind the DSP. So I'm going to take my seal and just line it up like so. Okay, just want it a little bit peeking through. And then I'm going to put some more seal on the back of this layer. Oh, that was not very straight. Oh well, too late now. And I'm just going to put it, line it up to the edge of the card, the layer here, like so. Okay, kind of pretty, starting to come together. I think so. Now we can go ahead and stick it onto our card base. Thank you, Carol. There we go. And these guys, pretty handy. I'm glad that I cut them out. Then I took my stitch circle framelit and I cut out a circle from that Natural Touch Designer Series paper. And I think I'm gonna, well, I'll arrange it in a second. Right now, it's gonna look like that. But I need a sentiment, so I'm gonna take this happy birthday, and I'm sticking to birthdays because there are quite a few birthdays coming up. And I took this happy birthday from the Enjoy the Moment stamp set, which I have been meaning to play with and still have not. And I'm just going to stamp my happy birthday with Memento Black on a strip of basic white, like so. And I may just give this a different end on an angle, like that. Okay. So now we can start to put this together. So I'm going to grab my handy dandy glue dots once again, and I only want glue dots on the center of the butterfly because I don't really want the wings to stick down. And I'll put it like so. Then I'm going to put my happy birthday right over top. Thank you, Aviva. I do like the butterfly border. It's cute. If they had a small butterfly stamp, I would have stamped it, but they don't. So that looks about right. And now I can take some dimensionals for the back. Okay, and I need to stand. I'm short, so I need to stand when I do this. And probably right about there. Looks good. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my bow, Aviva. So that new trick I taught you, I could have just tied a single bow, but here you'll see that it just looks softer, more pretty, more delicate, more romantic perhaps. And I'm going to, it's too long, I'll trim it in a second. Take a glue dot. And stick the bow right there. And there we have it. We just whipped through. Well, it's actually not whipping through, it's 510. Oh, that's the longest I've ever been on. Okay, but here we go. I'm going to show you all the cards. Hopefully they all fit on the screen. If not, then I will be posting pictures. Here's my slimline. Aviva, I always give you credit for my slimline because you're the one who taught me how to make them, so thank you. But here they are. Check it out. Our butterfly bouquet collection. It's not all fitting on screen. Maybe now. I don't know. I'll take pictures. I'll post them. I'm going to put my blog post up tomorrow. And you guys comment. Let me know which is your favorite. I think Most of you said slimline so far. Again, I will definitely pick somebody at random who commented and mail you this slimline, which means I need to make an envelope for it too. So, yay. Which Aviva, you taught me. Thank you, Lena. Okay, guys, I will post pictures tomorrow. Check it out. And if you want to grab your butterfly bouquet products, make sure you do so before May 3rd, okay? Jane, you like the last one? Fancy full, oh good, people are choosing, the last one. It is the butterflies, right? Okay, guys, thank you. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will check you guys out next time. Bye.